It's Coffee Break. Welcome back to another fun episode of Coffee Break.
Yeah.
We're gonna kick this one off with a death.
Oh, fun.
Yep. I saw no trailers that were interesting to me. I don't care about Tron Ares.
No.
So, we're not gonna talk about that. But a woman in her 60s, this is today, as of like breaking news, recording today, Wednesday, October
The 8th? Yeah.
Yes, so what happened was on the Haunted Mansion ride, this woman in her 60s had a little problem at the end.
At Disney?
At Disneyland.
Okay.
Anaheim, California.
Yeah.
Right, so the original park. And the paramedics came, they got her off, they brought her to a hospital where she would later die.
What happened?
Because this is so breaking news, the coroner hasn't figured it out yet. So we don't have an answer. Maybe tomorrow morning by the time this comes out. But it's an interesting thing because there's that whole thing that nobody dies in Disneyland.
Yeah, they always do everything in their power to shuffle you off the park as fast as possible.
Yes.
Probably so they don't have to compensate your family.
So, no, they don't want tragedy. It's the happiest place on earth.
True.
Most expensive place on earth, really. And I've heard rumors about, like, underground tunnels and stuff.
Yeah.
That they transport bodies through, but,
I don't think that... I do know there's, like, behind-the-scenes, like, hidden, like, halls and stuff, so, like, the team members can run around and find their, like... lunch rooms and whatnot.
Yeah.
But I don't think they're using that to shuffle corpses back and forth.
No. It is interesting. The ride is not that scary.
I haven't been on. I've never been, so I don't know. I have seen it. I know I've seen the movies.
Yeah, you've never been to Disneyland. I'm sorry. I used to go every year as a kid. And I don't know. It's got to be a problem with her. It couldn't have been the ride.
Only 60. So part of me was like, maybe it was like a heart condition. And I'm like, I don't know. 60 is pretty young, pretty spry.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing that really bothers me on that ride is your buggy.
Yeah.
So it's the little chair that you sit in, right? Because when you walk in, you walk through these halls and then you go into an elevator, and the story begins. And the elevator takes you down underground, and these portraits are...
Yeah.
Okay.
I know the stretching portraits.
Yeah.
I think they're cool.
They are really cool. And then at the end, you see the body hanging at the top, which is just so cool. It's a sleight of hand. If it's Nightmare Before Christmas, you'll see a giant Jack staring down at you.
Cool. Cute. Fun.
But yeah, trying to get on those buggies, they're moving. They're moving, and you gotta just jump on one.
Ugh.
Yeah. And
feels weirdly dangerous.
It is. They can stop it. But when they do, it just screws up the whole thing. And then when you get off, of course, you gotta just jump. You know, it's not as dramatic as I'm saying, but it still is a little like, why can't you just slow it down to let me on?
Yeah. I wonder how not, I wonder if there's discussions about how not disability friendly many of the rides are. Because, imagine if you have a cane or, a wheelchair or something. Or even just, kind of bad knees.
Well... a lot of the rides you sit on. And yeah, if you can sit down on them, right? If you have a wheelchair, they might let you in, or they'll have a special buggy for you. That's all I'm saying. I just think that this was interesting.
Yes. It's also, if this was
the other thing, the police investigated. They said that there was no mechanical or technical issue with the ride, and just a few hours after that all happened, they reopened it.
Sometimes, it does really sound like it was probably just a condition that she had, some heart thing.
But imagine being that one kid who got to sit in the same buggy that she collapsed out of.
Also, this is prime internet rumor kind of material. And now her spirit will haunt the even though she didn't die there. But if you listen to Ghost Adventures, that may or may not even be relevant half the time.
Well, the Haunted Mansion also recently, within a decade, right? Had a ghost visit.
Yeah.
Do you remember this?
Kinda.
I love this video. This is a really cool video because this is CCTV from Disneyland, right? They're not altering it, but when they show it, this white full body apparition of a kid is walking straight to the Haunted Mansion across the front yard, which is like a cemetery.
That's kind of cute.
It's cool, isn't it?
He's like, that's where I belong. That's where I go.
It's a place for ghosts.
It sucks she died. That is a shame. Sorry for her family. But I don't think it was anything on Disney's. I'm usually pretty eager to blame Disney for
Do you think that ruins the trip, or you just keep going? You got a,
Okay.
like, 3-day pass. That was day 2.
I saw.
Let's just do California Adventure today.
I stumbled upon this TikTok yesterday, and it cracked me up. It's this white guy. He's like 20 maybe, young, like something like around there. Anyway, he's doing this like half sing along to like some karaoke music, and he's like, "So this happened to me yesterday. My aunt invited us over for Thanksgiving dinner, so we got on a plane and went to her place. And then she made the bold, creative decision on Thanksgiving morning called dying. And so she died on Thanksgiving." And his whole story is like them being like, "What do we do?" Because the coroners couldn't show up because it was Thanksgiving, so it was going to take a while. So like, do we eat? Well, we brought all this food, so we ate the food. But then after dinner, but before dessert, they took her away. It's like, do we eat dessert? And it's like, well, I made a pie, so we ate pie. And it was like this so funny conundrum of like, I mean, like, we did all the stuff.
Yeah. Oh my god, that would suck. I was making a joke. For someone to have to go through being stranded at somebody's house and they passed away on a holiday. Oh.
At least, like,
the family was already gathered.
everyone was there already.
It's a cheap funeral, guys. You think they got a casket on a Black Friday deal?
It was so funny, man.
Damn, that's good. But yeah, okay, we started there. George Clooney.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I didn't put this in here. We were talking about Adam Sandler.
Okay.
Remember? And then I found out Adam Sandler has another movie coming out this year.
Yeah, what is it?
It's called J. Kelly.
Okay.
Like Blue J, Kelly, like, I don't know, Kelly.
Yeah, like the name, yeah.
It's about an actor and his manager going through Europe and, like, just basically, like, rethinking about their journey to this moment.
Is this one of his more serious ones?
Yes.
Ah.
This will come out December 5th in theaters, or...
It's not a Netflix exclusive?
Well, also, Wake Up Dead Man is in theaters.
Oh, man. Yeah. Netflix is figuring it out.
Well, this is their Oscar thing, okay?
Yeah.
They're going for an Oscar here. And it stars George Clooney as the actor,
Okay.
and his manager is Adam Sandler.
Okay.
So that was interesting. Now, George Clooney, what I'm telling you here is that he's going to be in the news a little bit more because of this movie coming out. We're going to do a press junket, right? Mm-hmm. He said that Ocean's 14 is actually in the works.
Does anyone still care about the Oceans?
Okay.
Because we watched...
So Ocean's 8 was terrible. That's the female one.
That was the only one I've ever seen, and I hated it.
It has nothing to do with the fact that it's all females. It was just a bad story.
It was so, like, most of it was like we're gonna need a team. Let me explain to you who this person is. And then we have like a long montage of like explaining her skill set. Mm-hmm. And then they're like, we need to do this heist. And then they do the heist with no conflicts. There was no conflict in the end. It just ended. They just did it. There was no bad guy to beat. There was no like climax. They just did it.
Well, they stole, so they are the villains.
Well, yeah, but like there wasn't anything in their way. They just there was no conflict. It was the stupidest movie I've ever seen.
So 11, 12, and 13. I saw 11 when I was a kid.
Yeah,
I did not care.
It's also an old franchise.
It is a very old franchise, but I thought it was interesting that he said that they're working on it, and I was like, okay, because they've talked about this for years.
What happened to 9 and 10? What?
Why would you ask dumb questions?
I don't. Why are they named after? Why are they given the numbers that they're given?
Because that's how many people are on the team.
Oh.
Come on, bud.
I did not remember there being 8 women on
There-
that team.
there was.
I remembered Sandra Bullock because she can't act and she's ugly. And then there was Awkwafina, I think, and she can sometimes act, but not well in this one. She was playing the same character she always plays.
Annoying.
Yeah, like a techie person. And I don't remember anyone else.
You got the Asian to be the tech nerd?
What? Sandra Bullock?
Elijah Wood, Mr.
Yeah?
Frodo Baggins himself, said that he read the script of The Hunt for Golem, and he said it was amazing.
Really?
And he's so excited. He said there's going to be so many cameos.
That's gonna be fun.
And he was like, it's so cool to see Peter Jackson and Andy Serkis working together to build this thing. If he said that, I'm excited.
Yeah, suddenly, I went from being like, I don't know, to now, I'm like, okay, I trust you, Elijah. You do a lot of good things.
Yep. There are some cameos I'm a little curious about. How old is Aragorn going to be?
Yeah.
Theoden?
Yeah.
And Saruman.
Yeah, because it's so long ago, right? Like, I guess not that long ago.
No, not like how old Theoden is, but his actor passed away recently, and Christopher Lee passed away several years ago.
Yeah, I hope they don't do, like, the generate a face over their faces thing.
Yeah,
like how they did with, like, Luke Skywalker.
Yep.
I hope they just find another person to recast. And we can, as a society, just accept that sometimes a character will have a slightly different face because people unfortunately pass away on Thanksgiving. And you have to eat the food, I guess, because we made it.
I guess that's the name of the episode. Unfortunately, people pass away on Thanksgiving. So the thumbnail will not reflect that. Could I just suggest to recast him?
Which one?
Christopher Lee's character, right?
Yeah,
Saruman.
Yeah.
Saruman, yeah, sorry. I totally, did you say that right?
Sometimes it's like Saruman, and I'm like, make sure you're saying the right one, because then they'll think you're a fake fan.
Yeah. Sir Patrick Stewart.
Interesting choice.
Well, that way he can act against Ian McKellen.
Yeah.
And then we just get Professor X and Magneto back one more time before. Well, they're gonna do it in Doomsday.
Yeah.
So let's do it now here with Lord of the Rings. It's just a joke. I don't know. Just if you recast him, get somebody good.
Yeah, exactly. The hardest thing is he had such a specific boom to his voice, like a soft but booming quality.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be the thing that trips me up, I think.
Why, you could just go get Troy Baker.
I suppose so. D. Bradley Baker.
D. Bradley Baker.
Yeah, he's the one who does all the animal noises ever.
But yeah, just there's ways to do this. So I'm excited for this. We still have to wait a long time.
Like, I'm fine with cameos. Like, with Theoden, for example. If they had, like, a portrait of, like, some past king that was clearly the actor who played Theoden, like, as the base for that, that'd be neat. That'd be a nice little, like, homage.
Well, in the Two Towers, he talks about being, like, on a hunting trip with Aragorn when they were kids. So that could be something we see. I don't know.
Yeah.
Predator Badlands. This is the new Predator. What's unique about this one is it's PG-13.
Oh, really?
It's the first in the franchise.
I was about to ask. I wonder why.
There is no human blood.
So is it just
all sci-fi?
It's just a technicality that it's...
Yeah. And, I think it's because they want to bring more people to the theater.
After that phenomenal...
Killer of Killers?
Yeah. I'm so on board with anything Predator related.
Well, this is the guy who did Prey, the Native American one.
Yeah.
And it's like a sequel to Prey somehow.
Well, I imagine most stories would chronologically happen after Prey, so I guess they would be classified as a sequel.
Yeah, I guess Prey is a prequel.
Yeah.
In all rights. Okay, I think it's cool. I just don't ever make Alien PG-13.
No.
You can't do it. It's literally in its DNA.
There's just
the face huggers.
There's just certain things that shouldn't be PG-13.
Yeah.
Venom. Alien.
Venom.
Predator, I can see it, especially with the explanation that it's just because there's no humans to be blooded.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
Has said that he has a draft for Constantine 2.
What? He's not gonna play Constantine though, right?
He played Constantine once before.
I know, way back.
Yeah, he wants to play Constantine again. He's going to take it to Gunn and Safran over at DC Studios.
Fun.
To see if they want to produce it, right? He's like, I hope they like it. My problem, it can exist. It would be an Elseworld story.
It would, yeah.
Right?
Kind of like Joker.
And the Batman, right? he's not my Constantine. I'm sorry. He doesn't even look like the guy.
He doesn't, not at all. Not in the slightest. I like Keanu Reeves, and I think he's a good actor. Especially now, I think he could totally nail Constantine. He has that new movie coming out really soon, the one where he's like an angel.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see that one. I wouldn't be opposed to seeing him do a Constantine too, but it's not like I wouldn't be crushed if it didn't happen.
So, I never really got into Constantine until, like, way later, and that was because the Justice League started playing around with Dark Justice League.
Yeah.
And he shows up there, right?
Constantine's hard to wrap your mind around. He's a lot.
He is. He's a lot as just a guy. But when he showed up in the Arrowverse, played by Matt Ryan, I was like, this is the dude. He just you play Constantine forever, okay?
He looks exactly like Constantine.
Yes. And I was just like, why don't you get a guy who's blonde?
I mean, I guess in theory Keanu could dye his hair.
Blonde?
I know.
Also, Constantine has blue eyes.
He could wear contacts.
Stop it.
we have the technology. We could do anything.
Yeah. I think it's interesting he wants to revisit that franchise. I think he feels a little cheated out of it.
Yeah. I also think he just... Like, it is unexpected, but it's fun.
Yeah. There was Marvel news, but the only thing I found interesting was that for Daredevil Born Again, they were working at one point on an episode. It would have been a one-off episode that featured the Punisher.
What?
And the Punisher was going to meet Echo.
Damn, why did we not get that? That sounds fantastic.
They said it just didn't work out in the end, and they're like, this doesn't make sense, so they pushed it on. But this is one of the producers talking about it. And he's like, maybe sometime in the future. And I was like, that would be awesome.
I hope so, because I like Echo.
Yeah.
I liked Echo. Also, we had that whole episode where he saved the bank, right?
Yeah.
I think more filler episodes, quote-unquote filler episodes, where we just see the world outside of exclusively moving the plot forward.
Yeah.
I think those are fun and a nice, breather every now and then.
Well, I think it's cool, that bank episode, when he breaks the bad guy's leg at the end.
Yeah.
That was just awesome. And then he got to meet Miss Marvel's dad.
Yeah. I liked it.
And he gave him back the jewel.
It was cute. I really liked it. I think that was my favorite episode of the season.
Which Charlie Cox hates that episode, so...
I know. Come on, Charlie, have fun. I know your plot was very exciting, but come on, have fun.
Yep. So I got to read this very interesting interview with Jason Blum.
Yeah, from Blumhouse?
From Blumhouse, yes. And he was talking about a lot of stuff. He's aware of the failure that Megan 2.0 is.
We're going to get to Megan 2.0.
Don't worry, it's in there. And he started up because he was talking about how he was trying to get the rights for Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Ooh.
But he lost.
Dang. Who got it?
Glenn Powell.
What? What? Oh, right, yeah. We announced that a week or two ago.
Yeah, Chad Powers now has it. Which I gotta watch that show. That just looks too good. I thought it was funny that was the first thing he starts out with, is how upset he was that he didn't get that one.
I bet he's so salty, but he's like, I can't be mad. It's Glenn Powell. He's great.
Yeah. He was talking about all the other franchises that he has, teaming up with Atomic Monster and James Wan. And at the very end, he revealed that Saw is going to be rebooted.
I'm actually super into this idea.
And I was like, okay. The original series got out of whack.
It did.
10 is before 1 and 2.
Yeah. Yeah, and half of them are weird prequels or midquels somewhere.
Yeah, you got Jigsaw killers that just go nowhere.
I'm super into this because now they can have the wherewithal to start establishing some of this stuff. But also, let's be honest, the bathroom is the most iconic aspect of Saw. The whole bathroom trap with Adam and Dr. Gordon.
Lawrence Gordon.
That's the most iconic thing. And that movie is filmed poorly. because they were babies when they made it. they have that ugly grain effect on everything because everything's a weird color because like they blasted the saturation weirdly.
They were using gels. They use gels throughout the entire series, where a room is just red for the sake of being red.
Yeah.
That gel is like a thin, see-through color sheet that you can hang up in front of a light.
Yes, it washes the light a specific color.
Yes.
It's used a lot in theater also.
It's more used in theater.
Yes.
We've gotten better lights where we don't have to do things like that. Mm-hmm. But this was, I mean, they're just out of college. Yeah. This is their first big go.
It was crazy they got Danny Glover and
Carrie Ells.
Carrie Elwes. Els?
Els.
It was crazy they got these big names for being such nobodies.
Yeah.
Man, they have that one shot where they're trying to film like a high-action car chase.
Oh, dude, it's so good.
It's so dumb. The car is clearly like sitting still and they're just moving the camera towards it.
Yep.
But the camera clearly wasn't going fast enough. So
there's sound effects.
They like speed it up in editing. It's terrible. We could do that, but good this time.
Yeah. I think the director for the Saw reboot should be why am I blanking on Lee Wanell?
Yeah, I agree.
Just kick it off with Lee Wanell, since he basically, everything that I understand about the conception of Saw was really him.
Yeah.
James helped him, right? He's like his buddy, right? So he was throwing ideas at James, and James was bouncing them back, right? But Lee Wanell wrote the script. He created these characters. He knows Jigsaw. He gave him feelings and emotions. Put him back in those shoes.
Yeah.
Now as a established, critically acclaimed director.
Really, really good director. Yeah. With like such good. He's so good at it.
And he learned watching his best friend do it.
Also,
right?
I worry James. I think James Wan is also great.
Well, okay.
But he's done it already. And I worry he would just redo what he already did.
You know who one of the producers of Megan 2.0 is?
Yeah. I did notice it was Atomic Monster in the beginning.
Yep. And yesterday when I was on Netflix, I saw this like 5-episode miniseries about 2 real hauntings. Right? 3 episodes dedicated to one and 2 episodes dedicated to another from producer James Wan. And I was like, I love ghosts. I clearly do. I talk about them all the time. I watch Ghost Adventures religiously. And when I saw James Wan, I was like, oof.
Yeah.
Like, when I went into film school, I was like, this guy is the best. He's going to the top. And
yeah, I don't know. Looking at some of the other things, like, which he did Annabelle, didn't he?
No.
He's done plenty of the Conjuring verse though, right?
He only directed Conjuring 1 and 2.
What was the last thing he even directed that we've seen? Yeah, he just...
Malignant.
Oh.
No. Aquaman 2.
Well, I like James. I think he does better with action, and I think Lee does better with horror.
Yeah, which is interesting. James is really good at action. Check out Fast and the Furious 7.
Yeah, even like the first Aquaman, really good.
Yeah.
There's some weird decisions here and there, but it's still good.
Yeah, he is a good director. I don't have much faith in him right now. Now we're moving into video games. There's a rumor that Silent Hill 2, the remake, will receive DLC early next year for Born from a Wish.
Nice.
Which is focused on Maria. This was part of the PlayStation 2 re-release of the original game. And it has its own separate campaign where you're her, right? And this is all in honor of the new movie Return to Silent Hill.
That would be cool. I'm confused why people assume it's going to be free.
It might not be free, it might be free. I'm not too sure because it's just a rumor. But I also have been hearing a lot of rumors about this expansion piece. So I'm like, obviously, even I knew the game was incomplete. I was like, where is that? I thought I would unlock it at the end, and I didn't. And I was like, oh, it's not even in here. Why did they not do that?
I think it's a great idea. Like, if the timing works.
Yeah, and guess what? You're gonna drag all those people right back to Silent Hill.
Back in the fog.
Some of us are still in it.
Currently through your second, how far into your second playthrough are you with Silent Hill F?
Halfway.
Nice.
Almost, yeah. Some things have changed. I did not know. This is one of those games where you got to play it multiple times to get everything. The beginning, it was clear that her dad hates her because he's trying to sell her to get over his gambling debt.
Yeah. An arranged marriage, I believe.
That phrase has not been brought up.
Well,
And I was like, that's interesting. And I was like, where's your sister?
yeah.
And Shu?
Yeah, the dude,
Yeah, partner.
her little boy, yeah.
Shu asked her if she was okay at one point, and she's like, yeah, why? And he's like, because I promised your sister a long time ago that I would take care of you. It clearly, it's such a fucked up story, man. I still got to get through it, but there are slight things that have changed, and I'm like, this is cool.
Nice.
It's good game story wise. I just don't like the lack of monster designs.
Yeah, there's just not many, and I did expect more, but I like the ones that we do have.
Yeah. Assassin's Creed Mirage, not Shadows. We're going back.
Yeah.
Mirage with Basim.
Yeah, back to Baghdad.
Yeah, well, he's not staying in Baghdad anymore. He's moving on.
That's such a shame. I liked Baghdad.
Baghdad was awesome.
I thought it was pretty.
This is a free DLC update with over 6 hours of content
Wow.
for Mirage. You just have to own the game and you'll get it. It'll come out mid-November.
Odd. Why Mirage, though? It's so weird.
It is weird, and I'm like, why are we not supporting the Japanese one, right?
The one that just came out?
Yeah, the Shadows, right? The reason why is that there's the Saudi government, and there's like, they made major investments into EA. They're the ones who turned them from being public to private.
Yeah.
Because now they have EA basically, right? And they've been helping Ubisoft a lot.
I guess.
And this is part of a further expansion into understanding the history of ancient Arabic life.
I do suppose, stick with, if we're in Saudi Arabia, they probably have a bit more history, like, that they can offer and help design.
That's the whole thing. It's to further our knowledge here on the West and everybody else playing the game who doesn't live there to learn even more about this culture.
Hooray!
And I think that's really awesome. So I guess I'm not done with Mirage, even though I platinumed it.
That'll be fun.
I know, I get to go back. There are going to be new items.
Ooh.
The other thing I thought was interesting, there was an Assassin's Creed Civil War game they were working on.
I did read about this, and I think it's a shame.
And because of the backlash about the Black Samurai, I can't remember his name.
I don't remember.
They were like, yeah, we're not doing the Civil War Assassin's Creed.
Which is such a shame.
And I was like, oh, I bet I know who the main character would have been.
Well, seeing as how the thing I read said you would be actively killing clan members.
Yes.
It's a mystery.
God, that just sounds... Oh, you could make it today. You could make it a modern day thing.
It just sounds cool, and that's... What a bummer. I'm disappointed, because that sounds so cool. Because, like, the closest we've gotten to our American modern history was Rahana Gaido, Connor. Which one was that?
3.
And that was ages ago.
2012.
And we've had so much more history between the Revolutionary War, and the Civil War.
Yep.
Better weapons, for example. More fun guns. Boo.
Connor has flintlock pistols, and he can pick up rifles.
Yeah, but how handy is a rifle back then?
It's a one shot. You can fight with it, but usually after you shoot it, you just toss it and use your sword. Because he carries around a saber or a tomahawk. He's got his hidden blades, and then he's got his bow.
Yeah. And a giant bald eagle monster. But they're huge.
Yeah.
They're so big.
That is his bird. Come on, he's the American assassin.
Yeah. What other bird did they pick?
So I was a little upset about that, but I was like, okay, let's see where Assassin's Creed is going, because most of the fun is going back and being able to be in these time periods.
Which one was the one where you were in Egypt?
Origins.
That one was cool because there was like a whole little section where you could just wander around and learn history.
Yes.
I liked that. That was neat.
That was really cool. I learned a lot about embalming.
They were kind of the masters of it back then.
Were they?
I mean...
We know them for it, but they're not the only culture to do this.
I think they just had the best recorded records of how they did their embalming.
Yeah.
Compared to others.
The craziest embalming is in Japan.
Yeah.
The monk who sat still for so long, they embalmed his body, but he was still alive while they embalmed him.
And that one was crazy.
And they gave him like a little tube to breathe through, and he just stayed still until he finally died.
Then...
That's insane. It was to reach nirvana.
Yeah. I hope he enjoyed it.
I wonder if he achieved it. I bet he did if he was able to do that.
Yeah, why not?
Okay, the question of the week last week, right?
Mm-hmm.
When do you feel like you should start marketing for a major media project? This question came up because of the Avengers Endgame Doomsday. Doomsgame?
Game of Doom.
Doomsday. And how they're like trying to get it going, but nobody...
Like
there's no hype.
They've been talking about the marketing for so long, they've become boring with it.
Yes. Now, I chose 4 weird pictures because these are all upcoming things that we might not ever see, right? Mm-hmm. Like Shrek 5.
Yeah.
It might not happen. I remember when I was younger, they told me Shrek 5 was happening.
Mm-hmm. We've been waiting for Shrek 5 since like 2013.
Yeah. So, 1 to 2 years, 0%.
Mm-hmm.
Half a year, 6 months, 67%. This is our winner. Right?
I
3
agree.
months out, 22%.
This was the one I second most agree with. Give me some time.
Yep. And a few weeks before, 11%. Mm-hmm. I forgot where I voted on this. I think I would have been 3 months out. Just being like, well, that would make sense. I think quarterly.
Yeah. Also,
you know,
give you time to like plan and prepare.
Yeah.
Like as an audience member.
Yeah.
Because if it's only a few weeks before, you might already have conflicts of interest of things you've already scheduled to do.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think 3 months works.
When it comes to this channel, I plan 3 months out. And then after that, I just have vague ideas. Mm-hmm. Like right now, we're in the last quarter of 2025 for this channel.
Yes.
And it goes all the way to New Year's.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, 3 months is my thing.
Yeah.
Half a year, maybe a little too long. I think you could do like teasers and stuff.
Yeah, 1 to 2 years is way too long. And anything longer than that, don't even bother.
Yep. Now, this is Box Office Trolls.
Yes.
This is going to be a fun Box Office Trolls because our number 1 is fucking Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift, the official release party of a showgirl.
Now, I'm going to let you take over from here.
I've been in love with because it's garbage. It's so bad. I've had such a fun time scrolling through TikTok, seeing, and people are like deconstructing the album because not only is it just bad, like listening to it, her lyrics suck. She says like, "Did you girl boss too close to the sun?" At one point, one of her songs talks about mean internet comments. Trolling and memes.
Yep.
And it's so weird and out of touch. It's filled with weird, like, pseudo-racist microaggressions.
Yep.
Probably, and people theorize because Travis Kelce has exclusively dated black women before her. And it's...
Which when this relationship became a thing, that little fun fact about him... Mm-hmm. It made me turn my head. I was like, wait, he has a type.
Yes.
When someone has a type and then they do a left field turn like that,
like a very hard shift.
You start to wonder, is his mental facilities okay? Is she doing something? Is Taylor doing something to him?
I start to wonder, oh, he wants money.
And fame,
And she's like a billionaire. She's like a quantum billionaire.
Yeah. It'd be funny if they get married and he cheats on her with a black woman.
She has a whole song called Wood, which is just like, Travis has a big dick and we have sex. And that's the whole song. And it feels so, like, insincere to me. Yeah. Like, it makes me think, I don't think you have. Yeah. Also, she writes, like, whole poetry. Like a whole deep introspective poetry about every other little boy she's broken up with.
Yep.
But the man you're engaged to, you have nothing introspective or unique or poetic to say. It's just, we do it. I like that.
Yep.
A new thing that's coming up. People are now starting to... She has also gotten... she's getting sued.
Good.
Because she clearly steals music.
Yeah.
They're all of it. Like, one of them is just clearly the Jackson 5. Like, ABC.
Yeah.
It's and she doesn't credit anybody.
Well, here's my biggest question about that, okay? She last year came out with Dead Poets Society or whatever it was called.
Yeah.
And that one flopped, right? Even though the records show that it was successful. It's those single, like there's a single that's never played on the radio. They just ignore that one. So in 1 year, she turns around and drops another album?
And the thing is, it's like, oh yeah, it makes big numbers on the charts. Of course it does. She releases, like, legitimately 19 variations of the same album, just with, like, different cover art, or one extra song.
Yep.
And her stupid fanatic fans who think she's their bestest friend ever buys all 19 variations. So it's like, oh, they sold, like, 1,000 copies. It's like, yeah, but 1,000 people didn't buy one. 9 people bought 100 each or whatever.
Nice math there.
I did my best.
Can someone draw up the math? I can't talk.
I think it would be 900. I think I was 1,000 off. 100 off. Also, I'm not done yet, because this is a new development that's happening. Now people are theorizing she used AI to write all the lyrics.
Oh, that is awesome.
Because not only are they just, like, shockingly bad, and she has a history of being better than this, but there's this interview that was coming out beforehand where she was talking about one of the lyrics, and the way she talks about it, it's almost as if she has to figure out what it means. Like, she's like, one of the lyrics is, before the check hits the mahogany, and she's like, before the check hits the table. That was so interesting. That's what the kind of writing I love. And it's like, what do you mean you had to piece that together? You wrote it, right?
Drugs?
She doesn't... The only drugs she's on is the terrible Botox she's gotten.
I hate the cover of that album.
Yeah, it's bad.
Well, I was looking at the vinyl today, and I was just like, oh, that's just so awful. And you're supposed to think she's like some sexy woman. But I'm like, if we just ignore my primal instincts, right? My little lizard brain. And I turn that guy off, just shut him up for a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Thank God I can. And you just look at the album, the cover, and you try to figure out what she's doing.
Yeah.
What's happening? What are you trying to convey? This tells me nothing about a showgirl.
And yeah.
She's just wearing a dumb outfit underwater, and then there's like collages of the picture on top of it.
And also, like, I will use my lizard brain. No tits, no ass. Girl, what are you doing?
She's a white girl.
Yeah. No wonder you're worried Travis Kelce is gonna bounce back to someone who has a figure.
Yep. So, it was number 1. It made $34 million in the box office. It was shown off at 3,702 theaters. Each theater averaged about $9,000.
Yeah.
Okay? That's fair enough to be like, well, we already saw what the numbers of the Eras Tour, which is the most financially successful tour ever to be ran. Which, that was her highlight.
I tried to watch it one time. I put it on while I was doing chores around the house. And I'm like, this is boring. This is so bad and boring. She has no stage presence.
You're not one of her fans. That's the thing. She has these like hardcore girl fans that just freak out.
Another thing about this, the tickets were on sale before the album came out. And I think a lot of these numbers were people buying the tickets beforehand because they expected it to be worth it.
True. It's one thing to steal somebody's joke, okay? Because I love comedy, and if you steal a joke, I think that's just a horrible thing, and you should not be a comedian,
Just
right?
ask Amy Schumer.
I hate Amy Schumer. I will never acknowledge that person exists. No, I have, but I only use her as an example of terrible comedians, right?
Yeah.
If you're stealing music, I have so much hate for you. Because when I wanted to make music, I originally went to college to learn how to make music. because I taught myself guitar in high school. I'm good at the guitar. I'm not great, but music is so important to me. It is basically the basis of me.
Yeah, it's like the purest form of art in your soul.
It really is. I run around the house and I sing weird little songs. I just make up songs.
Yeah. I'll be editing and I can hear you playing the guitar downstairs.
Yep, and that's me just playing around with music. I love music. So yeah, to steal music, I want you sued and thrown out.
Also, one thing to steal music. Another thing to, like, you're Taylor Swift with $1,000 million.
Yeah, you have a private jet.
You couldn't have asked. You couldn't have been like, can I sample? You couldn't have gone to the Jackson family and gone, can I sample one of your songs, please? What are they gonna do? Tell you no?
Yes.
Just give them more money. You can afford it.
They'll always take a cut from it.
Yeah.
Just like how she attacked that one artist.
Yeah. Olivia Rodrigo, I think, who used to... I'm not entirely sure, but she was like a huge fan of Taylor's. And she was like, I loved this song she did. I was so inspired by it. And the song doesn't sound anything like Taylor's song that she was talking about.
Yeah.
And they still force her to put a 50% writing credit, so they get 50% of the royalties from it.
Yeah, which is theft.
But
That's just theft.
But Taylor can turn around and just like, and this one's mine now.
And see, there's a great example in my mind about this, because I think it's the greatest song ever written, at least in America, which is Losing My Religion by R.E.M.
It's very good.
It is an amazing song. And the writer said... the writer, singer, right? He said he was inspired by the Police, Every Breath You Take.
Yeah.
And he was like, I want to write a song about a crush that's as good as that. He wrote something so amazing.
Yeah.
The Police, Sting never went to go bother him about that.
No, you should be flattered. You shouldn't be scrambling to be like, now give me money.
Yeah. Yeah, that's insane. That's just horrible.
Also, even if you are going to like try to like take music that you didn't make, you can still be transformative with it. Like, the band, Gorillaz.
Yes.
Clint Eastwood.
Yep.
Do you know how they came up with that beat?
No.
They had like, it's like a go-to of the time, like go-to like soundboard. Like kind of like a leapfrog-esque, like anyone could use it.
Yeah.
It's just one of the songs, like one of their go-to built-in beats, but they just slowed it down a lot. And no one noticed, like, they had to reveal that years later, like, they were doing an interview, and he's like, oh, check this out, it's Clint Eastwood. And they're like, it was this the whole time? And he's like, yeah.
That's cool. The Gorillaz are not something I like, but I know they're pretty popular, so it's hard to argue. And they make their own original music. They have their own distinct sound.
Yeah.
What is Taylor's movie?
It's just, like, lyric videos of the terrible songs.
Yeah.
And in between them is her sitting there for like 5 minutes explaining the thought process behind it, which is like fluff.
Yeah.
And it's not, she's not even on a good set. Like, they didn't put the panels up properly, so you can see the craft services table behind her.
That's
in
awesome.
one angle.
That's cool. Okay, we're moving on. Number 2, One Battle After Another. This is... what's his name? Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah. Terrible title for a movie. Because I can never remember what it is.
The reviews. I mean, they're sniffing his ass. I mean, they love this thing. And I'm like, okay, I guess I'll check it out. But I still haven't seen Killers of the Flower Moon. I don't know. That's a little too close to me. Number 3, The Smashing Machine. This is Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's new movie where he's playing a wrestler.
We've talked about it so much, I forgot it hasn't come out yet.
Yeah, well, it just came out. It got a 3rd. And a lot of people were like, haha, Taylor won and Rock is 2nd. Because Rock used to be number 1, right? He was always number 1.
Yeah.
He's The Rock.
Yeah.
This is an avant-garde piece in a sense that, like, yes, it's based on a person's life, but it's also directed by Ben Safdie.
Yeah.
Who can go in any direction. Dwayne doesn't really look like himself.
It's A24.
It's A24.
You know how weird and niche they can get.
The wheels are off the cart and we're going downhill, okay? Yeah. Like, we don't know where this can go. I'm sure it's an amazing film.
Sure.
He even said about because they only got $6 million for it this last weekend, right?
Yeah.
Dwayne said, you know what? You can't control how the box office goes, right? And I could see through his words that he's upset. His ego's hurt.
Yes.
But if the movie is good and it's true to it, it will have a life beyond the movie theater.
I also guarantee within the next week, 2, 3 after this, the Smashing Machine will stick within the top 5 somewhere.
Yep.
Taylor Swift is going to plummet.
Yes. Yes, we'll find out next week.
This was the 1 week for her to have this stupid little movie.
Number 4, Gabby's Dollhouse dropped down from 2 to 4.
Yeah, that's good for them.
Yep. Number 5, The Conjuring: Last Rites.
This one's still sticking around.
What season is it?
I guess it is that time of the year.
Yep. Number 6, Demon Slayer: Infinity Castle.
Yeah! Woo!
Number 7, Avatar: The Way of Wawa.
What? It just came out.
No, that came out a while ago.
How long ago was it?
Like a while ago.
Feels like it was just earlier this year.
2022, 2023?
You can't be doing this re-release thing for... Screw you.
The re-release was for just this weekend.
Uh-huh.
It was to see it in IMAX, right?
Yeah.
With the 3D.
Sure.
And the trailer for Blood and Fire, Blood and Ash, Ash and... I don't know.
The Seed Bearer.
Yeah. The new one, the third one, had new footage in it.
Okay, sure.
So these are the Avatar fans, but it was able to pull in $3 million. That's quite impressive. Number 8, The Strangers Chapter 2.
Uh-huh.
The reviews tell you quickly that this is a terrible movie. This is also a Blumhouse.
Yeah, that's the thing with Blumhouse. Like, sometimes they pop off. Sometimes...
I have a coworker. His girlfriend dragged him to it. And I was like... The guy watches football and works out, right?
He's not a cinephile.
Yeah, he goes to college. You know, he likes dancing. You know, he's a cool guy. But
Yeah.
I just don't think there's much going on in there, right? and when I was like, why are you going to all these horror movies? He's like, my girl wants to see them. And I was like, okay, did you see the first one? Part 1? He was like, I was surprised it said Chapter 2. And then I was like, okay, dude, you know they're based on a movie that came out when I was in high school. So there's a movie called The Strangers. It's complete. And he's like, nope, didn't see that one either. And I was like, so how was the movie? And he was like, it was terrible.
Dang.
He also gave Final Destination Bloodlines a bad rating.
Yeah.
But he gave it a bad rating and then said it's actually pretty funny.
Well, that's very Final Destination. It's supposed to be so weird and goofy and...
I can't wait to get into them. But yeah, for him to say Strangers Chapter 2 is bad, I was like, wow. And it's a cliffhanger because it's intended to be a trilogy.
Yeah, that's so dumb.
In all total, The Strangers have been out for 5 weeks and it's made $10 million. That's not good.
No.
I don't know if they'll make a third one. I really don't think so. Number 9, Good Boy.
Good for them.
This is the story about a dog being attacked by, what?
Like a poltergeist or something? A
Yeah.
demon or whatever? It's Courage the Cowardly Dog live action.
I can see why people don't want to see this.
No, a lot of people are like,
Well-
that sounds great, but I don't want to see a dog get hurt.
People have had to, like, reveal spoilers to try and get them interested to see. The dog does not die.
Yes.
The dog lives. And that was... That is probably one of the funniest things to me is that, like, I can't see this movie because if the dog dies, I'm going to lose my shit.
There's a website. Do you know that?
No.
DoesTheDogDie.com, where you can just put in a movie or a show, and it's like, does the dog die? And it will tell you, and if the answer is yes, it'll tell you the timestamp of when it happens. So even if you want to watch it but avoid that part, you can.
Damn. So The Conjuring's in there, huh?
Dog dies too quickly.
It's like the second time you see the family.
We did not get to know the dog at all.
Yeah, we saw Sadie didn't want to go in, and that was it.
Yep, began and ended there.
I know her name because of the review.
Yes.
Yeah. You get weirdly intimate with movies when you do that stuff. Number 10, The Long Walk.
Nice. I do want to see it. I've heard it's good. I don't know. Stephen King isn't great, though.
He really isn't. And
we had like a whole conversation between ourselves about how bad Stephen King is.
yeah, his writing is so boring. I couldn't finish Salem's Lot. It was just like, and it wasn't a dog, it was a baby.
Yeah, yeah.
It was even more bothersome.
He does jump to those kind of shock horror things.
Yeah, but he's not fun or kind about it or creative.
What's this thing? If it's not that, then the things that are happening are actually just kind of stupid.
It's that and sad. Drug abuse.
Yeah.
Now, that was Box Office Trolls. We're going to talk about our reviews.
Yes.
Megan 2.0.
We
Loved it so much. 20 minutes in, we turned it off. We were like, this is the greatest thing we've ever saw. Let's move on and do something different.
It's been a long time where we've seen a movie that we didn't like so much, we stopped watching.
Yes.
Because we'll sit through bad movies.
Well, some of them. The last movie I turned off because it was so bad, I just could not stand it, was The Nun 2.
Woof. Yeah. Megan 2.0, all the promotional, like the trailers and stuff, has the flavor of it being another horror movie.
Yes.
It's not at all.
No.
Not the slightest.
It's actually an like action thriller
Comedy type deal.
It's totally different.
It
genre swaps.
It's such a departure in like the most confusing ways. Like there's a spy who's a android that is based on the Megan model.
Yes.
Somehow they got that information. I'm sure they reveal it in the end. I don't care. It's just such a weird jump, and they're like, we need to bring back Megan to stop the spy or whatever.
Yeah.
It's dumb.
The villain is creating an army of Megans.
Yeah.
Using AI. And Megan has to go in there and clean house, right? Which we never got to that part.
No.
I've seen the various Megans and everything. Mm-hmm. I had to look it up, and when I found out that was the second movie in the franchise, and I went, whoa.
Is it?
Franchise? What do you mean that?
It's such a shame because that sounds like the plot that you do for like the 8th movie of the franchise.
Yes, when you're running out of things. There's another movie, and it's not Megan.
No.
I'm talking about a third movie. And we haven't seen anything for it yet, but it's called Soulmate. The A in mate is an 8.
Yeah.
And it's set in the same universe, and it's about a lonely man who lost his wife, befriending his new robot.
What an unfortunate. I don't want to watch that.
Yes, I think the premise and the name alone tells you where we're gonna go, and it's a little.
Ew, gross.
Yeah, little waifu creepiness.
What a shame, because Megan has the 3 in her name, and I don't think she's ever going to get to use the 3.
We'll see how Soulmate goes. I think they're trying to hide that it's not a Megan movie.
Yeah,
and
because this one did not do well.
Yeah, this one didn't do well. If Soulmate does well, then sure, they'll re-gear it.
All it did was make me want to rewatch Megan, which Megan wasn't even that amazing.
No.
But it's a tighter, cleaner, simpler, smarter story than this stupid, weird espionage comedy.
Yeah.
Whatever.
They wanted to do something. They flew too close to the sun, and we were not having it. Not all of Blumhouse is bad.
No.
Dude, the guy's got some hits.
He does. When
you know
he hits,
crazy?
he really does.
When I was reading the article about it, they were like, well, don't forget, he produced Get Out. I was like, yep, you did that.
Yep.
And they're like, oh, and he has Black Klansman.
Yeah. Damn.
Which I was like, oh, whoa. Whiplash.
Mm-hmm. When they're good, they're really good.
And these aren't really horror movies, right?
Yeah.
There's horrible things happening, but he's a great businessman. And he thinks about this in the business stance before he enters the creative idea stance, right? Yes. That's how you need to think of Blum. And that's kind of why he got James with him, because James has been a successful producer. But James learned this from Peter Safran, who's now in DC.
Yeah. Is it?
Like, you gotta know the guys who are playing the cards. But I do still believe in Blum.
Yes.
And I cannot wait for Saw.
I'm still on the edge of my seat for Five Nights at Freddy's 2.
Yes.
I cannot wait. Oh my god.
Dog farted and it is so bad.
Oh no. It's because he's asleep, and so he's like sleep farting.
Oh, he's right under me. Okay. We watched a terrible movie. It's called Friendship.
It's not terrible. It's that one with Tim Robinson and Paul Rudd. I liked it.
A24.
It was, it was terrible, but I liked it. It was terrible because it's one of those, the point is you get so uncomfortable watching it.
Dude, okay. You saw me leave several times.
Yes. There was one point where I was like, no, don't pause. Because I stood up to, like, get more water.
Yeah.
And you were reaching for the remote, and I'm like, don't.
Yeah. I need to get away from this. That movie I almost stopped. Just because it's so cringy. It's about a neighbor, Tim Robinson, going over to find his new neighbor, who is Paul Rudd, the weatherman, right?
Yep.
And they try to be friends, and then all of a sudden,
Like, clearly,
Tim Robinson just gets upset and knocks him out in front of all his other buddies.
Yeah,
and ruins the night.
They were doing, like, a boxing type
They
thing.
were having a guy's night. They were drinking, talking, shooting the shit, and they decided to get into a boxing thing.
It's really clear, like socially, he
Cannot.
He doesn't get social cues.
Nope.
I don't want to spoil it, but there is a level of, I don't know how much of this is real. And I'm still sitting here thinking
honey,
about...
It's a movie.
But how much... Yeah. Hun, it's not real.
Of course it's not real, bud.
None of it is.
No, yeah, you have this weird idea that it might have been all inside his head.
Not necessarily all of it, but many chunks of it.
There are moments where I do feel like you trip on a rock and you find yourself in this alternate universe of Tim Robinson's cringe. But at the end, I was like, I guess it all really happened. It was just really weird set of events.
Well, there's also a lot of things that don't add up. Like when they go into the sewer the first time, and then when he goes in the second time, the sewer is designed differently. Like, once they get up there, it doesn't look the same.
No.
And another thing is, early on, he drops his phone in, like, a sink puddle or whatever.
Yeah.
And he asks Paul Rudd's character, can you call it? And he goes, I don't have a phone. You're looking at a free man. And then later, when he visits him at work, he pulls out his phone and he's like, you have a phone? And he's like, what? Yes, of course I have a phone. And I'm like, was he lying to him the first time?
Yeah, he was trying to be cool.
But I don't know.
He was trying to be cool. They were both trying to be cool to each other to befriend them. Befriend each other. The friendship does not work, and then it just devolves into Tim Robinson just harassing this man.
Yeah.
To the point where police are involved.
I don't know if he ever had a wife. I don't know if the wife was ever...
I know.
Paul Rudd's character.
He talks about a wife, and then she shows up halfway through the movie, just nonchalant.
Yeah. No one else ever sees the wife.
Yep. She shows up in that, like, weird daydream where he thinks he's a hero for him.
Uh-huh.
But then it turns into, like, a post-apocalyptic daydream where he's saving everyone. She's not there.
Well, we also see early on that he daydreams about being more, like, involved. Like when he goes to see him with his band,
yeah,
he's daydreaming about being a drummer.
Yeah.
So we know he has this tendency to imagine a fantasy where he's more involved in Paul Rudd's life. So I don't know how much of this was just fantasy.
Yeah. If you like cringe comedy, I've yet to meet a single person who does.
He's probably British. They do a lot of cringe comedy over there.
Never to this level. Never to this degree where you're just like, my toes are curling. You know, I'm holding myself in going, please just stop the scene. Turn the camera off. I saw enough. Now, Tim Robinson and Paul Rudd are amazing actors.
Yes.
To do that to me is they're funny guys. They're some of the funniest dudes out there.
It's a really well-made movie.
It is. It's
fantastic.
Well shot.
It's fun. The music, the sound design, really good.
The cinematography, when he's tripping on the toad.
Yes.
And I was pointing out to you, I was like, dude, look at this. And then we're staring at the ceiling, and he walks by.
Yeah.
And you're like, what?
It's so smart. So good. I liked it a lot. I wouldn't be jonesing to rewatch it anytime soon, but I enjoyed it a lot. I'm glad I did.
Yeah, that was really fun. But again, it's A24, so I'll rethink it. Paul Rudd's character was supposed to be named Brian.
Yes.
And his job is that he is a weatherman.
Yes.
And he asked to change that name because he didn't want to be connected to his Anchorman character.
Yes.
So then once we finish friendship, the natural thing for you to tell me is, I want to watch Anchorman.
A rare moment for you, because I've pretty famously, at least with you, expressed that I don't like Anchorman very much. I don't think it's very funny.
Dude, you hate all those frat pack movies.
I know.
And I hate you for that.
I'm sorry.
I grew up on them. For Anchorman's my third favorite comedy in the entire world.
I know. I'm sorry. At least I was just in the mood. I was jonesing to see it. See more Paul Rudd.
Yeah.
It's not terrible.
It's the movie that taught me how to be funny and what funny really is.
The best jokes are everything Steve Carell does. And when they do their, like, big news war. And the best joke of the whole movie...
No touching of the hair or face. And that's it.
The best joke of the whole movie is a combo where Steve Carell's character just has a trident and kills a man during the
Don't
news
forget
war.
he walks in with a hand grenade.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you what your favorite joke was. My favorite joke is when they sit down, their boss sits down everybody, right? And it's about diversity. It's about things are going to change now. And it's because a woman's going to show up, right? So these guys are just so sexist pieces of shit, right? And he talks about diversity. And he goes, does anyone know what diversity is? Ron, what's diversity? And Ron's like falling asleep. And he's like, wakes up and he's like, if I remember correctly, it's like an old wooden ship. Made of rich mahogany, and his boss is just like, Ron, no one's talking about an old wooden ship. And that joke to me is the funniest one because I've seen they're because it's a comedy, they do a bunch of like outtakes.
Yeah, there's two different versions of the movie.
There's the regular and the uncut, and then there's technically 3 movies.
Yeah, the one where it's still the same.
It's Wake Up Ron Burgundy.
All these other jokes.
All the jokes that didn't make it, and like weird subplots that just didn't also make it to form another movie. It's not a good watch, but when you get to those scenes, right? Like I Love Lamp.
Yeah.
It keeps going, and the like him waking up trying to describe like weird random things for them to land on it's an old wooden ship. It's just, I was like, that's the best one, and it's so absurd. You're like, clearly you weren't paying attention.
It's and the diversity does sound like a name of a ship. I can't lie.
I because of how funny that was, I had to look it up again. Will Ferrell co-wrote it with Adam McKay.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, when they were friends. Peacemaker.
Yeah, we have one episode left.
I love Adrian.
Yes.
And did you know his favorite Pokemon is Infernape?
Fun stuff.
That was what he did to Blue Dragon is probably still something.
Because Adrian hasn't really gotten to do anything all season. And we got 2, and they're both being just cool.
Just
and I'm like, yes,
people.
Yes, this is what I want.
Just taking assholes out, and you're just like, God, this is so cool. But yeah, for Blue Dragon was gonna let them go because he doesn't want them in their timeline. But Vigilante doesn't know that, so he just runs up behind him and starts stabbing him in the back of the head with a knife.
Yeah, when he crashes through, I'm like, well, maybe he's fine. And then we cut to a different angle, and he's just like, play, 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 play. And I'm like, oh, he's not fine.
He hates him.
Well, yeah, of course.
It doesn't matter which one.
Both Adrians.
Well, that was our Adrian.
Yes.
But our Adrian hates him for a very, very specific reason.
Yeah.
I mean, he's fought him once before. Of course he would have, if he had a second chance, he would just kill him like that.
I am happy to know that the last episode is nearly an hour long.
Yes.
Because I'm like, I think there's a lot you still need to wrap up and tackle.
And we're going to get there. We're getting closer. James Gunn has said that there's some fun little twists that will help move us towards the Man of Tomorrow.
I am
which
excited.
is the third or fourth DCU film.
The next one.
No.
No.
Superman's the first one.
No, the next one.
Next one is Supergirl.
Ah, yep. One of the upcoming ones.
And then at some point, Clayface.
Yeah, and Green Lantern somewhere.
Green Lantern's a TV show.
Yeah.
But Peacemaker, About time that show gets good. And I always forget how violent our 11th Street kids are.
They really are.
They just tear people to pieces.
I mean, they have to.
No, they don't.
They don't.
They
But
could have talked their way out of that. They really could have. They could have been like, hey, we're from a different dimension.
Here's the
We're
thing.
messed up.
They're violent, but also, they're stupid.
They're not stupid. They have heart.
Those things are not mutually exclusive.
Yep. The dog is Shake. He says, we've gone over an hour.
I know, Bob. Poor little dude.
Yep. Peacemaker this Thursday when Coffee Break drops.
Yes.
I'm excited to see how it ends. The Black Phone.
Yeah. You made a review.
I made the review.
It's good.
It is good. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Did you?
No.
Oh.
I was going to.
Okay, well, we got a fake fan here.
I'm going
so
to.
mine.
No.
I love The Black Phone. The more I sat there and thought about it, this is only my second time watching it, but the more I thought about it, and I was walking around all day at work just thinking about this movie, and I was just like, oh my god, it's so good. I don't know why, but it hits on a different level. A child abduction film should never be that good.
I know.
It shouldn't be put together so well. I have feelings and emotions for these characters, except for the grabber.
Yeah.
The grabber, I think...
I mean, I appreciate him because he's Ethan Hawke.
Yes,
and
Ethan
I love
is
him.
Awesome. But, like, when I deal with John Kramer from Saw,
Yeah.
right? He's the original Jigsaw. I have gotten really deep inside that character.
Well, every single horror movie nowadays gives you a sympathetic excuse as to how could the villain be this way.
Yeah, and you don't get that.
No, he's just a dude who abducts kids and hurts them and kills them.
He kills them. And there's some weird things about him that just don't make sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope the sequel does tell us more. Go check out the film review if you haven't.
Mm-hmm.
I know I released that one a little more earlier than the second movie being released this month.
Yeah.
This is a little experiment on my end. I want to see how it does with views-wise.
Like since it's so ahead, people will be coming up to it
Yeah.
regularly.
It will be more well-established, and when 2 shows up, it will look, I don't know, a little better.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I was curious about. I love The Black Phone. I think I say everything I really needed to say in there.
Mm-hmm.
My writing has become outstanding.
It's true.
And
Not to toot your own horn, but you got great vernacular.
oh no, like I know how good of a writer I am. I've heard other people not realize they're talk about my writing next to me, and they're like, "This is some of the greatest stuff I've seen."
Thanks.
And it's like, wow, okay. I never reveal it to me.
Of course.
That's the fun of being a writer.
It's like being a superhero.
Kinda, but I don't have to physically be there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, my words do. The next film review is Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yay!
There's a weird little Easter egg inside of the Black Phone review that will tell you that Five Nights at Freddy's is there.
Oh, really?
It's the Fanta commercial.
Oh, yeah.
I think we've all seen the Fanta commercial. If you haven't been to a grocery store, Fanta's doing a little Halloween team up with Blumhouse, or more specifically Universal.
Mm-hmm.
What I thought was really interesting. So, the Grabber,
Yes.
Black Phone,
Mm-hmm.
Freddy,
Yes.
Five Nights at Freddy,
Of course.
Megan,
Uh-huh.
Chucky, okay, right. When the main guy, our dude, is trying to get his soda before the monsters attack him, right?
Uh-huh.
There's 5 flavors.
Yeah, there's a secret 5th one.
Which is Halloween. It's Michael Myers.
Yeah.
And I was like, why didn't they do a thing with him?
I don't know. I haven't even seen this Fanta either. I've seen the others as Fantas.
Yeah, he's pineapple, I was reading.
Yeah, it looks different.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah. So that was Coffee Break. What are you working on?
I'm going back to Homestuck. I'm reviewing the same pilot again now as someone who has started to read through the comic.
Nice.
It's worse. It's worse when you know what it's actually about.
Nice. I said I'm still working on Thunderbirds and Five Nights at Freddy's. I don't play the games.
No.
So this review might be hated.
It might be, but that's also part of the fun of seeing a different person's, unless you're the Homestuck fandom, of seeing a different person's perspective of someone who isn't already in the, franchise's fan space.
Yeah. I remember the first time we watched it, I had like a million questions for you and my coworker.
Yeah.
Because she was also into the games. And I was just like, so what's up with the cupcake? You saying that there's a human body inside that thing? So we'll see. I can't wait to dive in. And I know Five Nights at Freddy's, here's another thing, another little experiment on my end. I just wanted to talk about it. Five Nights at Freddy's 2 doesn't come out till December 5th.
Yeah.
But it's Halloween, and I got a Halloween thing going.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're going to keep going with that.
Yeah. I'm excited for it.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Okay. Well, hope you guys have a good one. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Testing. She's moving the mic. She's moving the mic.
Danger! Danger! She's touching the mic.
It's getting too far from me.
This is being AC. ADHD?
Yeah. Wow, you struggled with that.
I was gonna say ACDC about it.